Welcome to The Complete Teacher, 101 meaningful, bite-sized professional development lessons, each coming with thought-provoking titles, relevant, inspiring quotes, helpful text with anecdotes, data, and wisdom, and action steps. Lesson 81. The struggle is real, real good, and real necessary. Sebastian Thurn says, people mainly fail because they fear failure. And Jaime Escalante says, life is not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. Socrates similarly said, falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. 2,500 years after Socrates, and many students still don't get it. In fact, in the digital age, our reluctance to embrace failure is a bigger problem than ever. The average college student has already spent 10,000 hours of their life playing video games, watched 20,000 hours of video content, and sent over 200,000 text messages. In these modern times, we seem to want gratification immediately. We want to Google it. We need to watch it on YouTube. We have short attention spans, and we have 8-second filters. Teachers drop the ball for their students if they don't take the time to show them how to delay gratification, embrace patience, and properly contextualize failure. Show them that failing is a natural step while learning, and use classroom strategies to match that philosophy. This is challenging as children today seem to be increasingly entitled, but it is not impossible. There is no mutual exclusivity to praise and failure. Praise your students for their efforts, for sticking their necks out when they are unsure, for being vulnerable, and for being willing to fail. Teach your students that failure should be expected, that failure is natural, and that failure is always part of the learning process. This doctrine may be particularly difficult to ingrain in students who have never really struggled in their academic pursuits, and to whom learning has always come easy. As Doug Lemov puts it, from the moment students arrived, the teachers worked to shape their perception of what it meant to make a mistake, pushing them to think of wrong as a first, positive, and often critical step toward getting it. To help them embrace this process, don't be in the habit of calling on a single student to answer a question, giving them an immediate reply and moving on. That strategy guarantees that only a single individual puts some thought into it. Instead, call on one student, then another, and then several more without revealing whether any of their answers were right or wrong. This strategy guarantees that several students put thought into it, and likely several more as the rest anticipate being called on next. Oftentimes the first answer is correct, but students conclude that you are looking for something more as you continue to survey the room. Echoing occurs this way as well, a strategy where many students repeat and hear the correct answer before moving on. Teacher wait time allows more students to think, rationalize, rethink, analyze, or revisit the topic without you cutting to the chase. Ultimately, there are plenty of reasons to help our students embrace failure. Struggling helps them in their educational careers and beyond. And there are also plenty of effective classroom strategies to match a failure-embracing philosophy. Help your learners to see that the struggle is real, that the struggle is good, and that the struggle is necessary. Action steps. Discuss the 3 leading quotations with your students. Allow them to self-reflect as you ask them to apply it to their school experiences. Need a copy of all the Complete Teacher lessons on slides? Looking for an e-reader or physical copy of the Complete Teacher? Want to browse thousands of other top-rated, engaging resources? Check out the links below.